What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're not only going to be looking at cryptocurrency, XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, we're also going to be continuing off of where we left yesterday, which is in regards to the massive YouTube cryptocurrency ban, Bitcoin ban, XRP ban, you name it, and YouTube has pretty much banned it. But we've pretty much kind of figured out what two possibilities we could be left with in regards to what the ban could have been caused by, and I'd like to explain that in today's episode. I'd also like to spend quite a bit of time focusing on the XRP, Bitcoin, and the other cryptocurrencies charts in regards to where we are and in the fact that we could be seeing a massive movement in regards to volume and price in the next day or two, if not tonight. So there's a bunch of important information that I'd like to discuss with you guys. Otherwise, if you're new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, yesterday is pretty much the day that we really all got hit in cryptocurrency. Some of us, some of the smaller channels and the middle average channels were not really affected by this, but the bigger cryptocurrency YouTubers were definitely hit, and they were hit hard. No matter what topic, no matter whether it was Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin, or Litecoin, they were all affected in some way or another with either a copyright strike or some sort of flag on their YouTube channel or videos. But we've pretty much minimized everything and figured out it could be one of two things. One is whether or not it is relevant to the COPPA laws, basically the Children's Something Act of Protection Privacy on the Internet. That law that was passed that YouTube is basically trying to just really start to regulate, that could have affected YouTube channels, as well as the second thing that we've considered, which is basically that there could be some sort of group that is anti-crypto, or more specifically anti-certain crypto YouTubers, and attacking them specifically, a group of maybe 75 to 150, if not 200 members that are picking one person at a time and all flagging their content and their YouTube channel as either being offensive or just reporting it for being, against what they believe in. So those are one of the two options. Now, there have been a bunch of articles that have been coming out and coming to the surface since, and YouTube is starting to, respond to this. We do have videos or articles from Decrypt as well as Cointelegraph, which we are going to discuss in today's episode. And I've actually been seeing a couple responses from YouTube towards the other cryptocurrency YouTubers on Twitter in regards to them saying they have no idea what's going on, they have no idea what's happening, and that they're actually starting to look into this and figure out what's been going on, because it was very abrupt, it was very random on Christmas. It doesn't make sense. It's not like YouTube would do something like that, as far as I believe. I do believe there's some sort of either problem with their algorithm or some sort of group of people that are doing this or causing this to happen. But you can see YouTube admits Bitcoin ban was a mistake, and the internet giant says it canceled everyone's crypto sites by accident last week, that all of them are back online, but checking YouTube says otherwise, as we know. So YouTube has responded that they are fixing it or addressing the problem, but a lot of YouTubers are saying nothing has happened yet, and when is it going to actually, solve the problem? Hundreds of YouTube crypto sites, as you can see, have been all affected, and a lot of people are wondering, when is this going to happen? You can see this is really scary. Other people have been tweeting that, they've hired new staff, they have a wife, baby to support, and they haven't fixed the problem, and they don't know what the problem is, nor has YouTube been able to communicate with these people in regards to what the problem is and how they can address it or fix it. So very interesting. You can also see on the Cointelegraph one, this was just posted a couple hours ago, and it's in regards to the influencers speaking out on YouTube deleting their content. Basically, you can see YouTube, one of the most popular social media sites, is starting to delete cryptocurrency-related content from the biggest influencers in the industry. And that's what's crazy, that it's only the big influencers that have really been affected. I haven't really heard of any of the smaller channels since I've been watching them. And that's what I find the most interesting, the fact that only the top influencers with the most influence have been affected. But all in all, even the smaller YouTubers in whole do make up quite a bit of audience too. So it's weird, and it cannot be just certain keywords or things like that, because it would have affected all of us like myself. Luckily, I haven't been affected by this, whether or not it has to do with the COPPA laws, changing it to children's privacy, or being a group that has been attacking us. It's one of those two reasons. But it seems that a reason why YouTube would have to go after crypto channels is any external links or exchanges in video descriptions. That's another thing people are assuming is the reason for the attack, and I don't think that's it either, because there are plenty of YouTubers in crypto as well as outside of crypto that use the these links, and they haven't really been affected at all. But you can see the response from YouTube is jumping in. We're looking into this, hope to share an update soon. So we're really all waiting for this update to come alive. It's been out for almost a day now, and we're still waiting for news from YouTube. All that's really happening right now is that people are starting to move away from YouTube, especially the people involved in cryptocurrency. Bigger channels are considering moving to other platforms. Let me know what you guys think. Should I open up another platform? I was using one, and it's pretty much fallen off because it kind of got very, very, very spammy and overcrowded. But I can obviously look into other ones if that's what you guys consider. Now, otherwise, to jump into the current technical analysis, as you guys know, prior to this major YouTube ban on cryptocurrency, we were discussing where exactly the prices were heading to. And as you can see on the current coin market cap, we've pretty much been in a flatline downtrend for most of the past couple of days, if not this week. You can see we're only down or moving about less than 1%, if not above 8%. And you can see we've pretty much been in some sort of descending trend. Now, what's very interesting is when we look at XRP and the other cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin and Litecoin I want to focus on today. But XRP, you can see, is pretty much just trending sideways. It did break from its very small bullish or bearish ascending triangle. I consider ascending triangles to be a bearish scenario. You can see it was uptrending. It looks even clearer on the 4-hour, which inevitably did decide to break bearish, and it trended back downwards. It corrected downwards, and it's now hitting or hugging a support at around 19 cents. And I do believe we are going to be heading lower. Now, the biggest sign and something that you guys should all be considering and paying attention to is within Bitcoin and Litecoin. As you guys can see, Bitcoin has been trading very interesting the past couple of days. As we know, it had a major upswing. It shot us, we thought was the ultimate break below the massive symmetrical triangle that was going to head us lower down, which happened earlier than expected, actually corrected back inside of the symmetrical triangle. And you can see we did see that opposite happen here, where we did break bullish outside of here, but we're ultimately still trending inside of what appears to be a massive, and I mean massive, 2019 descending triangle, very similar to what we've been graphing based on the 2017-2018 bull run. You can see that ended ultimately with a massive correction downwards, about, I would say, 40%, and I'll get the price range right here. About a 47% correction to the downside. We're looking for about a 31% correction to the downside right now. And I know you guys are very nervous and unfortunate and don't want to believe in a correction to the downside. But even if we do pull lower, we could still profit off of here by shorting the cryptocurrency. But you can see the way the markets have been moving in the past couple of days, the price has really not moved anywhere or consolidated in any means. Now, there is still that possibility we could be breaking out to the upside, and obviously we will make a position on DueDEX, and I will look forward and update you guys. You can obviously get my updates earlier before YouTube on Patreon, which is the second link in the description. But you'll notice we have not been able to break resistance or support. Every day we've seemingly closed below or above the resistance and support lines, ultimately sending us closer and closer and closer into the point. And once we get to this point, it will be for sure a sign of either the breakout to the upside or the downside. Now, ultimately, when we do get this correction to either direction, the correction to either direction, that sounds nice. But when we do see that correction, that will be the ultimate signal as to when we should be buying in. If we see it break bearish and below support, we will ultimately start a short position and ride the puppy down. And if we do decide to break bullish, we're ultimately going to shoot up to about $8,600. Now, either direction we go is ultimate profit, and we will be cashing out. It's ultimately just when we get the confirmation that is going to be the best opportunity to be buying in. Now, why am I siding with a bearish signal? Not only from the previous graphs that I've shown, but basically off of the Litecoin trend. You can see what exactly is happening. Notice when we've trended sideways and hit the resistance of this white band right here, we tend to break bearish. Notice that's the same thing happening. We've consolidated. We've had numerous days of consolidation. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days now of consolidation, sideways trading, finally hitting and retesting this resistance, and there's a very high chance we're going to be breaking bearish and falling lower and ultimately retesting this bottom support right here, ultimately down as low as $30. Now, if this does break bearish and we start to see the swing tonight to a lower level, there's a very, very, very high chance it will bring Bitcoin with it. We'll see Bitcoin consolidate and break bearish and pull not only Bitcoin, but Ethereum and XRP down with it. Ethereum looks like it has more consolidation to do, but in regards to Bitcoin and Litecoin, they've pretty much reached their end, and there's a very high chance now that we are going to see some major movement. Regardless of the direction, there's going to be a massive amount and a massive injection of volume into the market come the next couple of hours, if not a day or two. It's literally right around the corner, and I will be taking advantage of this, and hopefully you guys take advantage of this too. I am using DueDEX right now. Currently, DueDEX is the best platform that I have found to make short and long positions, and the fact that you can leverage trade, which basically means you can make more profit off of a smaller investment. Higher risk, but there's more profit available. So you don't only have to deposit like $100, $200, and you'll be able to leverage it and actually make the profit of what you could have made off $1,000 or $2,000, which I think is absolutely amazing. It is the first link in the description, and I know a ton of people have been very worried whether or not you can actually withdraw your money from here. Well, let's just say I did actually make a withdrawal a couple of days ago from my account, and I made a very substantial sized withdrawal, and I've had no problems. It was in my bank account within a day or two. So very, very, very quick, very simple. What I did know, and what you guys should know too, is with withdrawals on DueDEX, they have 3 time periods that they withdraw. Obviously, they confirm the withdrawal, and there's only 3 times that it does it. I think 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and like 8 o'clock, something along those lines. I could be wrong, but it's 3 time periods in specific. And then once they confirm it, it will be sent. They do include the link to the blockchain, so you can see everything that's going on. It'll hit an account. You can sell it for, US dollars, which is what I did, and then I deposited straight into my bank account, and it did make it in about 2 days, even with the holiday. So very, very, very awesome website. Now I'm fully trusted within here, and when we do see this massive break, you know what I'm going to be buying and what I'm going to be buying. So definitely make sure to take advantage of this. Sign up, get ready with DueDEX. The link is in the description down below, and there are some pretty fat-sized sign-up bonuses, so take advantage of that while the holidays are still here. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's episode. Like I said, the main focus of today's video is in the fact that we're literally neck and neck right now in regards to seeing this massive pump or dump on the coin. You can see there's been very little price movement and very little price action, so it's literally going to be any second now that we see this massive dump of volume into the market. Otherwise, that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're so close to breaking 12,900 subscribers, so definitely make sure to smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.